Hey there, everyone. So, just a few days ago, an artist by the name of Beeple sold a painting for $69 million, which is absolutely crazy. But why are we talking about it here? Well, this painting is no Mona Lisa, and not because it isn't any good, but because it isn't real. Well, it is real, but it isn't real. So, if you want to know how what I just said makes sense, you're going to have to stay tuned to the rest of this video. Because that painting selling is going to change the digital economy forever. But before we continue, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, go ahead and hit the like button down below and smash the subscribe button as well. Stay up to date with all the videos I come out with each and every week. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get into the rest of the video and explain what I was just talking about. When I said it wasn't real, what I should have said is it's not physically real. See, it's a completely digital piece of artwork. There's no physical copies that you can find in, say, a museum like you may have imagined. Instead, it's more similar to just a simple JPEG you would find online. So you might be wondering, why would someone pay $69 million for an image that can just be found on Google? Well, the reason is because it's an NFT. So let's explain what an NFT is. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible means an item can be traded for something of the same value. For example, if I had a $10 bill, I could exchange it for two $5 bills, 10 $1 bills, or even any other $10 bill, and it'd all be equal. Non-fungible, on the other hand, means that the item cannot be exchanged for something of equal value. Non-fungible, on the other hand, means that the item is unique and cannot be exchanged for something of the same value. For instance, a rookie card of Tom Brady isn't the same as, say, some player you've never heard of. Also, that card might not be worth the same as the exact same card that is autographed. This is despite the fact that they're made of the same thing, ink on cardboard. The second part of the word NFT is token. A token is a unit of currency that is digital and found on a blockchain, similar to cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. You can do a lot of reading and research on blockchain, but to keep it simple for the sake of this video, a blockchain is simply just a database that keeps and stores information, such as who bought an NFT and who sold an NFT and when that transaction occurred. The blockchain also keeps track of an item that is most similarly associated to a barcode, where that barcode says that you are the proud owner of that item, which is something that you could not get through just downloading an image off Google. So when the buyer of that $69 million painting bought it, he wasn't really buying the painting in a sense because he could just find that online. However, he was buying that barcode which represented his ownership in the painting. That is what made the painting so valuable. Now, before you close out this video and start thinking, has everyone around me went crazy? Why would you buy a digital piece of artwork? Well, first think about this. Why would anyone buy a real piece of art? It too is non-fungible and really it's just a bunch of paint swirled together by a person on a canvas. What makes it so special? Why do people buy trading cards, sports memorabilia, and cars that they're too afraid to take out on the road? It's all about the bragging rights and being able to tell people that you own that thing, whether that be your family, friends, or especially your coworkers. NFTs can be that same thing except for the digital age. With that said, not all NFTs are so expensive, and some can range from just a couple dollars to even less. There can also be multiple of the same NFT. The best way I can describe this is again with trading cards or other cards such as Pokemon cards. You see, when these companies issue out these cards, they'll usually advertise on their box that they have some special kind that they have that is rare. There can also be multiple NFTs, and the best way I can describe this is again with trading cards. Oftentimes, these companies will come out with some special trading card that they want to incentivize people to buy more cards. And instead of just making one of that card so only one person can win it, they'll make multiple so more people can win it and feel like they won. So there'll be multiple of the same card, and usually it'll be numbered on the back if it's a special edition. So a special card may be numbered 1 out of 100, or that same card might be 2 out of 100, 5 out of 100, all the way up to 100, which is the number that were issued. And NFTs work the exact same way. That is, if the artist decides to set it up that way. They can still decide to come out with just one NFT, but from what I've seen, there's a lot that have multiple. For example, the NBA's got into NFTs with Top Shot, which sells moments or highlights to fans who would like to purchase them. This moment of LeBron James dunking here sold for $125,000, which is the most ever that Top Shot has actually sold a moment for. And as you can see here, currently it shows the top sale of $125,000 as well as the lowest ask price that is currently up of $179,000. That's because there are two for sale, so there's multiple of them like we talked about. And you can select the serial number. So number 17 is the lowest ask price, while number 43 is going for $213,000. Is this not absolutely crazy? And you see over here on the left-hand side playing, this is what the people are actually buying. This is the highlight. So because there's the multiple serial numbers, I could buy number 17 and number 43 if I wanted to, or if someone else sold theirs and put it up on here, I could buy that as well. But I don't have that kind of money, and most of you probably don't either. I wouldn't buy it personally. It's important to keep in mind that because they look the same doesn't mean they are the same. So obviously they have the different serial number, which means that the barcode that we talked about that's kind of stored within it is different in the blockchain. So these number 43 and 17 are completely different things, even though to us, we see on the left-hand side, that looks like the same moment, but they are different. That's important to remember. So now that we know what an NFT is and how it works, we can now talk about how you can actually create an NFT, which is pretty simple. You can create or mint an NFT, as they call it, by just uploading a file to one of the NFT marketplaces, which are several of. What you upload is usually a JPEG or some kind of equivalent to a JPEG, such as a PNG. I tried doing this for the sake of the video as kind of a joke, and let's just say it's not so cheap to do. Because it takes energy to add something to the blockchain, you have to pay for it, usually in a cryptocurrency such as Ethereum, which I found is the most common that these NFT marketplaces use. And the amount of Ethereum that you have to put in there is equivalent to about $2,000. So yeah, as much as I love you guys watching my videos, I'm not going to make a practical joke out of creating my own NFT for $2,000. That's a little too crazy for me. However, if you're uploading a bunch at the same time, or you think whatever NFT you're creating is going to be worth more than $2,000, then at that point, it would be worth considering making an NFT. Also, another little cool thing you can do when you create an NFT is you can add royalties built into it. So if I were to create an NFT and sell it to someone, and then they decided to sell it at a later point to someone else, I could structure the NFT so that I could earn part of their selling proceeds that they get from selling it again. So if they sell it for a profit, it's not like, oh man, I could have sold it for that much. Instead, I also get a little piece of what they sell it for and what that person sells it for. And if the person who sells it then sells it again, I'm racking in the cash every time that NFT I created is sold. Who knows what NFTs will be able to do in the future? They're still a relatively new concept with plenty of room to grow. I have to admit, when I first started reading about NFTs and researching them, I was very skeptical, and quite honestly, I thought it was pretty dumb. However, the more I've looked into it, I'm starting to get fascinated and kind of hooked on the idea of possibly buying NFTs in the future, though I probably don't plan on it anytime soon. With that said, I see the market growing vastly in the future and expanding into multiple different areas. I don't think NFTs are going anywhere anytime soon. But with that said, as with any new craze, there's a chance that NFTs are completely speculative, extremely volatile, and may completely flop. If you don't have the money to lose, don't invest in NFTs. It may be just too risky as an investment strategy. Instead, use that money that you would throw into NFTs into an investment account, such as a Roth IRA, 401k, and buy into index funds. You don't want to go be risky with your retirement investment. So, what do you guys think? Are NFTs the real deal, or are they too crazy to be real? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video if you liked it, and always subscribe, stay up to date with all the videos I come out with each and every week. Thank you everyone for helping me reach 10 subscribers. I can't wait to see what else we do on this channel in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a wonderful day.